this as our second CTF challenge. So let's try and solve this. So this expects 1 as output. So both of these should be 1, right? So this should be 1, this should be 1. And let's solve this one first. So for this to be 1, this both of these two should be 1, right? And now that's a NOR gate. So NOR gate basically ORs the both values of A and B, and then negates it, right? I guess so. So this should be 1. So to produce an output of 1, the output of OR should be 0. And if the output of OR is 0, then both of these should be 0. So A is 0 for sure. And B is, I don't know what that one is, but I'm assuming that it is a negation. Yeah, it's a negation, right? So for OR to be 0, this also has to be 0, and for this to be 0, this has to be 1. So B is set in our final answer. Okay, now let's go to this. This should be 1, and so the OR should be 0, so the both of these should be 0. For this to be 0, this and this should be 0. So this is C should be 1. So BC is the string up till now, and D should be 0. And for this to be 0, both of these should be 0. E should be 0 and F should be 1. Right. Now let's come for this. So both of these should be 1. Both of these should be 1. For this to be 1, both of these to be should be 0. So G is 0 for sure. H is also 0. So if H is 0, and I don't know what that one is, so this is probably an OR gate with something. That means it might be XOR, right? So H is 0. 0 XOR something is that number only, I guess. So yeah. So it's 1. So I should be equal to 1, right? I should be 1. So I is 1. So if I is 1, then I and J should also be 1. No, yeah, J should also be 1. Right, I is 1. And so that would bring 1 here and 1 here. That would fulfill this up. So the end string that comes out to be BCFIJ. BCFIJ is the string. So let's take a look at the CTF. Where did it go? So the answer is CTF BCFIJ. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, it's a rather gloomy and messy apartment. A faint shade is cast from almost. Look at the beautiful view. Look at the beautiful view. Or search to. What does this mean? Do I have to choose one? Oh, look at that. Ah, the architecture here in Prague is really something else. But hey, wait. Look at the street. Someone just started to run when he saw you in the window. Could it be the person that we are looking for? We exit the building and see what they are jumping on a motorcycle and they take off. You spot a parked car, hotwire it, and quickly take up the chase. What does hotwire mean? Okay, never mind. Let's listen to this one.
Agent X seems to have missed that a plank on the floorboard has become very loose. You have a look, and you see some kind of device under it. If you're lucky, some information might come in handy. You have to travel back to the base if you want to find out more.
Do we have to go to 3 or 4? Okay. So there are two different processes. A person drives.
The person drives into a narrow back alley, and despite the danger, you try to continue on and give chase. It is impossible to see who they are, clothed all in black and a helmet covering their face. You need to intercept them somehow.
You chase them through city streets until you reach the highway. The traffic is pretty rough for a car and you see them gaining ground. Should have hot wired a motorbike as well. Too late for that. You look around the car to spot anything useful. You notice this is actually one of the new self-driving cars. You turn on the autopilot, pull out your laptop, connect it to the system, enter the not so hidden developers mode. It's time to reprogram the autopilot to be a bit more useful in the chase. To make it easier, you replace the in-car lidar feed with feed from an overhead satellite. You also display it on the entertainment system. Now all that's left to do is to write a better control car function. Oh, what do you need? Oh shit. Why does this say 2021? We are in 2022. You need to re-implement the control car function. To implement it in JavaScript, use the editor on the left. The implemented control function will be called several times per second during the chase to allow for course corrections. The function takes a single parameter scan array, which is an array containing 17 integers denoting the distance from your car to the nearest obstacle. Okay. Single parameter scan array. Okay. 17 integers. Okay. Indexes 0 to 7 on the left side of the car. Index 7 is the measurement at the left headlight. Index 8 at the center of the car. 9 to 16 on the right side of the car. The right headlight. See also what? What is this? This image. Wait, what the fuck? What do scan numbers mean? The image isn't exact, it's just an example. Index 8 is always at the center of the car. Oh, nice. But this is like the backlight then, 7 and 9, not the headlight. Where are we going? Are we going to the left or the right, right? Left side of the car 0 to 7. So left side is 0 to 7. Nice. Why does it say 0? All measurements are parallel to each other. Negative measurement might appear if the obstacle is very close behind our car. The control car must return an integer denoting where the car should drive. -1 to drive more to the left, 0 or 1. Amazing. That's a cool function, man. Let's just return 1. Would hit curve. Okay, let's do That won't do anything, right? Okay, let's just console log for 1 second. Scan put on 0. So we can't even see the array. Okay. Okay. 17 integers. So 0, 1, 2, 3. A lot. What does a lot mean? But that's weird, isn't it? If like we can say that if scan array of 8 minus scan array of 7, so it's like if the 7 one is closer, but I don't know what the distance is. Like, is the distance from here or is the distance from here? How far these are? Okay, of course the distance is from here. So you want to make sure that, but how can it be negative then? How can it be negative? What the fuck? Because you're starting at 0 from here, then it can never be negative. This is bullshit. So server responded, okay, favicon, favicon, view page source. Mm, 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 mm. What? There is C++ in here? What the fuck? Or is this Java? F shaded post. What? How can they write C++? Um, WebGL. Oh, okay. They are serious about this shit. I thought there would be something like a hack where I would just I could just disable car crashing or something like that. We can detect crash. Set 10 matches. Can I set crash? Okay, it did not work. But why did it not work? Ah. See you guys later or never.